Hey brains, and welcome back to Top Talk TV, where everything comes off the top. In today's review, we're going to be watching Elena Gabrielle's My Sugar Daddy Experience.
Yeah. Ready?
It's right up Olga's alley, but
let's get to it.
But anyway, I've been single for a while, and last year I got really desperate. And you know when you get into those desperate stages as women, you start to do shit that you never thought you'd do, right? And my best friend, she told me, she was like, Elena, you know, you've been single, lonely, depressed, without sex. Why don't you just get paid for it? I was like, what do you mean? She's like, why don't you go on sugardaddy.com? I was like, what kind of friend are you? Because I'm desperate, I was like, yeah, sure, let's do it, right? Because you hear these stories about sugardaddy.com, you hear these stories, and she's always like, yeah, hi, I'm Becky, and I went on a date with this guy called Victor, and he paid for my entire college tuition fees, and just gave me $10,000 in cash. It's that easy. It's not that easy, guys. So I went on to sugardaddy.com. For those of you who don't know what sugardaddy.com is, it's a website where young, good-looking girls, thank you, go on a website and find themselves some old dude to pay for your lifestyle, right? So I went on there, I logged on, and I matched with this guy called Happy Daddy 62, right? And I was like, it'll be fine, because he's happy. It's not fun. So we started chatting, and things were going really well. This is when I was living in Germany. He was living in London. He was from London, and I was like, you know, we're chatting, we're having intelligent conversations. Things are going really well, right? And then, after about 4 weeks of chatting, he messaged me. He's like, Elena, why don't we meet up? Why don't we finally meet? But why don't we meet in a central location? Why don't I fly you to Paris for the weekend? I was like, oh. Now, you can tell that half of the room is on board for this. The other half was like, bitch, you're about to get murdered. Yeah. I know, I was thinking the same thing, right? But hey, there's worse places to die than Paris, am I right? Saw my body floating down the canal, like, oh my god, I look hot. Okay. So I flew to Paris, guys. I did it. I flew to Paris, to meet Happy Daddy 62. And I'm sitting there in the lobby waiting for him to walk in, and I'm just thinking, like, Elena, all we gotta do is just go spend one night with this guy. Just one night. You don't have to say, it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. No, it'll be fine. And I'm sitting there waiting for him to walk in. He walks in. I took one look at him, and I was like, ugh. He did not look like his photos. He looked exactly like my father, right? I know. And I was like, I know I've got daddy issues, but not that bad, okay? So he's there, and I'm thinking, like, how am I going to get out of this? How am I going to get out of this date? Because I'm too nice. I stay on dates way longer than I have to, and I think a lot of women, we're quite accommodating and will do that. Maybe not. I don't think Americans, you guys are very confident, and you'll be like, fuck that, and just walk out, right? But as an Australian, I'm insecure. I'm like, I don't know, maybe I don't want to hurt his feelings, because what if he dies? Because he's old. I don't know, right? Right? I was thinking, like, fuck, I'm thinking, okay, I've got to get out of this date, but how am I going to do it, right? How am I going to say, I don't want to hurt his feelings? So then I started thinking, I'm like, why don't I make myself so physically and mentally repulsive for this guy that he won't like me and he'll decide that he doesn't want to be with me, right? Now, I don't know if anyone here has ever done that, but it is fucking fun and you should try it, ladies, right? Because I was living my best feminist life, like no makeup, man spreading. I'm like, oh, men can do it, so can I, yeah. Right, we'd go for walks and I'd speak in my obnoxious Australian accent. I was like, oh yeah, let's go over there. Dogs just turned up. I'm like, where did that come from? I don't know, right? But none of this was working, right? None of this was working. I'm thinking, fuck, I've got to step it up a level, right? So we went down to the Eiffel Tower. We were walking around the Eiffel Tower, super romantic, and he bought me a coffee. Now, coffee makes me burp. And I was like, I took a sip and I was like, ugh. And I just saw this tinge of disgust flash across his face, and I was like, yes. He's like, and I'm like, He's like, oh, it's fine, Elena. It's fine. It's just air. And I was like, yeah, it's just air. Oh, it was horrible. But none of it, again, and then he was like, after that, he's like, oh, Elena, I just love how down to earth you are. I just love that you don't give a fuck. Like, Australians, they're so great like that. And I was like, how am I going to do it, right? And then he said to me, he was like, Elena, I've booked the most amazing Michelin star restaurant for us to go to tonight, and it's famous for its fondue cheeses. I was like, oh my God, fuck yes. Because I love cheese. I love cheese so much that I feel like I'm in a relationship with cheese. Because the only balls that I've been sucking on lately have been mozzarella. Am I right? But it's an abusive relationship because I'm lactose intolerant. So when he said, do you want to go for cheese? I thought back to that quaint little Parisian boutique hotel room with the cardboard thin walls and the one bathroom. And I was like, this is my way out. So we go for cheese and I'm shoveling it in my face because I haven't eaten cheese in 2 years at this point. I'm like eating it, I'm like, oh, this is great, right? And then I'm burping, I'm like, and then at the end, now for anyone who has lactose intolerance, they will know how long you have until you have to get to a bathroom. For me, it's 30 minutes. So he pays the bill, I'm sweating, I'm thinking, like, fuck, we gotta hurry up, right? And he's like, hey, why don't we go for a walk around the Sacre-Cœur? And I was like, no, let's go back to the hotel room. And he's like, you want to go back to the hotel room? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, oh. Because he thought he was going to get sex. I was like, little do you know. Right? So we're running. We're both of us like really quickly walking back to the hotel room. And we get back to the hotel room and I close the door behind me and I turn around to see him standing there with these like loved up puppy sick eyes. The kind of eyes that if you like a guy, you're like, but if you don't like a guy, you're like,
yes.
And he was looking at me and he was like, Elena, I've just had the most incredible day with you today, and I really think that this arrangement between us could work. And I was like, no, Elena, I really, what I can do is I can draw up a contract where I pay you in exchange for intimacy. And I was like, he's like, Elena, may I kiss you? And I was like, one moment. And I ran all of 4 steps to the bathroom, just farting like, right? Now, Paulina, I don't want to go into gory details, but all I can say is that my ass cheeks parted like Moses parting the Red Sea. And what came out was like the Mekong River. It was fucking disgusting, right? Because I'm there like breathing like I'm in pregnancy. I'm like, everything's gonna be okay. Everything's gonna be fine. I know it's gonna be fine. Like grabbing anything to put under my nose to make the smell go away. Because sometimes we like our own smell. We do. I'm gonna put it out there, right? And I know some ladies who are like, I don't know what she's talking about. I never poo. I never fart. I never do. I'm a lady, right? But sometimes we do. We like our own smell. And like, because normally you're like there and you're like, oh, lovely job. You like Jenny Oliver. Like, oh, lovely job. I really like the mix of the Merlot with the walnuts. And there's a really nice combination between the one and the other. But at this stage, I turned into Gordon Ramsay, right? I was like, what the fuck died in there? Oh! It was disgusting and I was not being quiet, right? And I finished and I got up and I couldn't feel my legs. And I had to do that weird walk to the door where you're like, oh, this is legs, right? And I got to the door and I opened it so forcefully and I was like, and I stood there looking so skinny. And then everything went into slow motion, guys. Because the waft from behind me was coming, right? Like a fucking tsunami, and there was nowhere for him to hide, and I could see the fear flash across his eyes, and I was like, yes. And his eyes darted to the door, and he was like, and I'm like, you're not gonna make it, no. And then it hit his nostrils, and he was like, I just saw him convulse and I just looked him dead in the eye and I was like, it's just air. And I never saw him again after that.
She can go there.
She said I saw him again after that. That was awesome. That was awesome.
Well,
She was great.
Oh, I think, of course, he's going to be understanding. Listening to all the stuff he's probably going through at 62. All the air he's letting loose.
And you gotta let it go when it's gotta go. Gotta go. You can't keep that in.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Overall, what do you think of Elena, Gabrielle?
I like her.
Me
I
too.
like her. Yeah, I like the she has like
Energy.
a flavor and a spark to
Yeah.
her. It's refreshing. It's nice.
And it seemed like she'll go there
Yeah.
and then say, you know what I mean? Equally with how the guys do, so, you know?
And it's so unassuming. Her
Persona.
yeah, just her demeanor.
Yeah.
She looks like the girl next door that got that devious mind frame. You're like, girl,
Okay, anyway. I liked her outfit. I thought it was cute.
Yeah, kind of down to earth, kind of
It suited her.
casual. Get up on stage, have some fun with the audience, and I'm out.
at least her sugar daddy wasn't like creepy at all.
We look
Trying
like
to
her
feel
daddy.
Yeah, I might have been creepy
Yeah,
enough.
that's creepy.
Yeah.
Your sugar
Behavior wise
daddy-
though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I like her. She's dope. I could watch her some more.
Yeah.
We'll find some more of her. We want to thank you guys for coming out and enjoying the Lady Gabrielle with us. And don't
But wait,
forget.
hold on.
What?
The question remains. Well, there was never a question to begin with. But sugar daddies, what you think?
Go for it.
Would you want a sugar mommy?
I would love a sugar mommy. Yeah. Yeah.
So ladies, now you know the available.
Especially if you can make like pot roasts and stuff like that. Yeah.
Send him home with a pot roast.
Yeah.
Send him home with some stew in a Cool Whip container.
I love that. What about you guys and sugar daddies before we get out of here?
You know what? Okay, so I do have a profile on GoDaddy.com. Okay,
GoDaddy or sugar
or
daddy?
Sugar Daddy. I'm on GoDaddy. That too. Sugar Daddy, GoDaddy. I'm getting them confused. But anyways, but I've never used it. Like, it was more like out of curiosity because I saw the documentary, and so it raised my curiosity for what happened. So I checked out a couple profiles, and what kind of checked me and tickled me all at the same time was one of the sugar daddies was saying, do not request information from me if you're using this site for research purposes. Right, for a degree, you know, and I just thought that was hilarious to me because that's exactly what I was using it for. To research and fulfill my curiosity. So, yeah, that's my dirty little secret there. So I've not been on, yeah, I don't know anything about that. That's as far as it goes with me. Yeah. So.
How about you, Pete? Any interest in ever having one? And how about you, Isis? You want a sugar daddy?
She's an independent woman. She doesn't need none of that. Just her
Girl,
mama.
she'd be surprised. She do not like male dogs. I mean, she likes male dogs, but you know, she don't want them on her. But males,
Males, men, yeah.
girls,
Yeah.
like,
Look now.
attention, attention.
Hey, she went straight to Right. Anyway, yeah, you know, yeah. So I think it's okay. I think, you know, if it floats your boat and it's something you're comfortable with, why not? Plus, it's like friends with benefits. They just give you money on a regular basis.
But they're not your really friends.
Well, no, but you know what I mean.
Yeah,
It's just
yeah.
a slang term that I'm using. When you have like a person that you hook up with every now and then, and you guys sometimes maybe have a good moment, quality time, but you don't necessarily like go hang out on a date or anything like that.
Okay.
But you do things like that. Anyway, it's just free, right? So if someone is like, that's the arrangement, but someone wants to give you gifts or give you money as a gift,
That's why they became a sugar daddy.
why not?
They know what
Why
the
not?
terms of the agreement is. They're not really trying to be friends with you. They just want
Company.
Yeah.
And then
And
for
companionship.
me too, it's like, because everything is so casual these days for most people in relationships, and it's like relationships aren't really taken that seriously from what I experience in my world, and what I see on TV, just what I see on a daily basis. So it's like, you know what?
Yeah.
It's a free fall. You know what I mean? This world's not black and white, and as long as you're comfortable and happy with it, you know, when you're not being
The
dangerous
days
or
of-
disrespectful.
I'm thinking right now, like what you were just saying about how society is and how things go. The days of like courting someone, it doesn't happen that
Right,
much.
right.
It doesn't happen that much. People don't court.
And then look what a lot of people do these days. Anyway, like a lot of women, they a way to show off that you have money, or that you have pretend money. I'm gonna say it like that. Is the way you look, the weave, the nails, the lashes, the overdone makeup, the skimpy little cute outfits, getting your boobs done. All of that stuff is you advertising
Right.
for a man with that kind of status, if that's what you're into, or men, period, to come to you. One,
Yeah.
and to me, you're also, because women, a lot of those women that do that always talk about, oh, I got my Gucci's on and my Louis Vuitton, and like, so you're advertising your money, right? Same thing men do. Men advertising their money when they want to get a flashy car, or, and I'm not saying they don't deserve it, or you know, work hard to get. I'm not saying that.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Right,
Yeah.
well, you're showing off yourself in a certain way to where people are gonna assume you have money, and some may have it, some may not have it. They just front, right? Point being is, when you show yourself off that way, that type of person is gonna be attracted to you. So there is that expectation of money.
Yeah.
You can't mess with me if you don't have money. You can't mess with me if you're not giving me money. You can't mess with me if you're not providing me with the things I need to be in your presence.
That's how you feel?
That's what's been shown, is what I'm saying. And so I'm saying, if it's like that anyway, and just be comfortable and be honest about it. Hey, I want you to stay looking good, and okay, but in order for me to stay looking good, you need to pay for it. Right?
That attitude, yeah.
That's the type of relationships I only see these days.
Okay.
You know? So I'm like, hey, why not get paid?
Feel bad
Get
for you
paid
guys.
to
Well, I haven't been seeing many relationships because of COVID, so
right, but you
I don't know what's
like,
going on, but
yeah.
not yet.
just what's put out there in the world, what I've experienced, seeing like,
Yeah.
hey, that's the arrangement anyway. Yeah.
Well, that's the point of view you guys see and have on these issues. I understand it and I respect it.
Hey, to each his own.
Yep.
Whatever floats your boat, you know? Case the roster, blah.
Yeah. Just be safe and be respectful.
Respectful, yes.
Yes.
Remember that.
And always have a backup 20 in your pocket or your purse.
An escape 20, y'all.
Oh, shoot.
You never know.
And in this lady's case, Elena's case,
Yeah.
a return flight home.
Right.
In your back pocket.
Right, right.
Shoot. But yeah, alright.
Well, again, I want to thank you guys for watching this comedy act with us. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and
Follow our social media.
Hit that notification button, brains.
come back and see us again on Top Talk TV.
Peace.